My name is Wormfood. I play Tiberius, and now that my guy has gone up one level, I now have this awesome ability that as I heal up these losers, I can also heal myself up by just automatically. So I know what you were thinking. Can Tiberius get any better? Yes. Yes, the answer was yes to that. Thank you.
Great, I love it.
Funny. Somebody came in from behind you and just all of a sudden sort of stopped. And
That was my son. He's like a big old blue ninja.
That was funny. I am Kadojo. I play the illustrious Silverclaw. I kill first and ask questions later.
I'm Stormwolf. I play Greypeak, the
Mercy.
Dragonborn Bard, who doesn't have a rainbow over his head tonight, apparently.
Yeah, that's a bad sign. That means that I think it's an omen of bad things to come. That means no more Skittles.
Taste the rainbow.
Alright, well, I am Tara, the evocation wizard who definitely has a thing for fireballs.
Burn, baby, burn.
That's right, baby.
Burn up.
I could make a ball joke right now, but I'm not gonna.
Oh dear.
And I'm Zelos, the half-elf rogue. And I'll have the recap for that. Last week we got into a major hoo-ha and wound up fighting Farblex, Spotagoo, and regular bullywugs in Farblex's headquarters. Our mage Misty turned 8 or 9 of them into frog legs, blackened frog legs, right there at right off the crack of the bat, and the rest of us took some time trying to kill Farblex and the minions
I
who
could have killed him
accompanied
at
him.
any time. I was just letting you guys get some experience.
That was nice of you to keep healing him. We appreciated that.
That's just how I roll. I did that with
Wow.
one god tied behind my back.
And anyway, we found out at the end that there's a note on Farblex's bench in his bedroom that basically stated that you must speak the password Brazier to pass. And after the battle was complete, we were finished looting and had opened the empty bone chest that made us 6th level. Covered that.
Neon lights, confetti, everything just shooting right out of that chest.
That's right.
It
I
was
mean,
awesome.
And alls we had to yell was Braziers.
And you would have thought the mirror ball had gone down in Times Square. Anyway,
Hey, what's up,
taking
Carol?
ourselves
Welcome to
into
the channel.
the larger room outside Spotagoo's lair, we placed ourselves in the center of a round pattern of runes, and Tiberius tried valiantly to talk him out of it, but Delo said Drazir, and my God, he was gone. And we're ready to begin.
I was gonna say you missed the most important part, that we all portaled right in front of this giant building and it's freezing cold outside. Luckily, I always wear two pairs of underwear. It's a thing. I don't have a lot of bladder control, so it's good.
So is it sort of
it's
like
nice
a chastity
warming.
belt?
It is. Well,
Speaking
I don't
of
need a
chastity belts,
I use
we were
a
able
chastity
to rescue.
sock.
Oh, never mind. That's another
Sock.
A chastity sock. You know, put it on, and then you tie a knot in the end.
The Wii warmer, whatever it is, like what Dirt had commissioned for me for Christmas.
That's right. It's a wee warmer.
That
yes,
was
very good.
really nice. Wee Willy warmer. Oh, Wee Willy. Oh, that's not good.
Oh, that's poor, poor guy. Now he's going to be known as the Wee Willy Warmer.
Alright, so as everyone emerges through the portal, we will go ahead and get started. Good to see everybody this week. Ready to play. So as you guys emerge through the portal, the first thing I told you, like last week, you notice a massive temperature change. Also off in the distance, and immediately, Tara, like I told you last week, you know that this is the lodge that, you know, the upper echelon cultists back at Castle Neritar were talking about. This is the location where all of the loot from the southern part of the Sword Coast was being funneled through the portal where you guys were at. I mean, you guys found the wooden crane winch. You found the secret wall with easy access to the upper part of the castle, and so you know that this is the lodge for sure. This lodge stands before you. It definitely looks like it's dated. It's in good shape though. You can see that all of the shutters are open on the windows. You notice that there's a thin green moss, probably because of the temperature change and the climate change that's covering the roof. You also on the right hand side of the roof, you'll also notice that there appears to be a very, very large nest up on the top of this roof, and you can see the nest up there. And off into the distance, you can see that there is a very, very large white dragon, sort of like just riding over the crest of the Greypeak Mountains.
And is it coming our way, or is it going the other way?
No, it's going the other way. No,
thank God.
It doesn't even see that you're there. In fact, you barely get a glimpse of it as you exit the portal, and everybody's ooh, and this is a very large white dragon. You're probably thinking, according to tales and lore and the studies that everyone has had, this is probably either an adult dragon or maybe an ancient dragon, just because of the sheer size of it. So your general surroundings, you're in a very lightly grassed area, the location that you're at. The portal
Perfect
that you just came through, exactly. The area that you came out, the portal, it is a stone portal. It does have a shimmering, sort of like a shimmering mirror that you just kind of want to dive into. Also, there's two stone columns that are beside the portal, flanking each side of it. And these stones are also covered with the same type of moss that is on the roof of this building, this large multi-story building, 2 stories, in front of you. You don't see any activity right now. You hear birds chirping, you hear a bear roaring in the distance, maybe a mountain lion, but nothing else. You don't see any cultists. You don't see Resmir. You don't see any of the other special cultists that you've met up with along the way. Seems pretty calm.
So I know last time, just after we teleported, I wanted to kind of look up at the sky and get an idea of if we're still on Earth or if we're in a different plane of existence.
No, you're definitely in the Sword Coast. You're definitely in the Sword Coast.
We're in the Sword Coast?
Well, so Tara, you know for a fact this is the Hunting Lodge in the Greypeak Mountains. So I'm going to pull you guys back over to a map really quick of the Sword Coast. So let me pull you guys over there real quick. Well, in fact, let's see, where's this map at? Where are all my maps?
Like Krivgar's like chugging medicine or something. You can't play unless you chug a whole thing of coughing syrup. Is that how it works, Krivgar?
Arizona iced tea.
All right, so here we go. You know what? I actually vaulted this map. I can't believe I did that. Okay, so you guys can see here. This is the current 5th edition Sword Coast map. Now, you guys were right around here in the Mirror of Dead Men, which was plop right here, the barrel. So the teleport took you all the way east to the Greypeak Mountains, all the way over on the other side of the High Forest. These are the mountains that you are now in.
Wow, that was
A great distance away, yeah, and it was instance. You're over 600 miles away from your last location. Hence and you're quite a ways up, so the altitude is much different. So you're definitely everyone is chilly. That's for sure. You didn't pack clothes for where you're at.
Well, I'm not chilly. I'm a cold dragon, baby.
So yeah, this is where you guys are at. You guys are in the basically in the lower part of the base of the Greypeak Mountains.
Oh wait, I wouldn't be cold either. I mean, fire based.
You're fire.
Seems to me you'd be even colder because you're used to being on fire or whatever.
Yeah, so Krivgar, you're going to start taking 20 damage around until you...
until you're dead. I refuse to heal you.
I shall...
Hey, here's a... Hey, you guys, I'm thinking... I see a nest up there. Who wants omelets? Nobody?
Yeah, you don't see any activity up there. But you do.
Dick around with what's in the nest.
Hey, mage hand it.
There are...
Put it down.
Wow, this nest... And you can see this nest. I mean, it's in the photo. It's top right.
Mage hand it. Let's see what's in there, Zelos.
This thing probably is about 3 foot high, and you can, kind of glance over on the other side of the roof there, and it's probably about 10, 15 feet wide. This is a massive nest. Massive.
There's no way in hell that roof can support a dragon. As crickety as it looks.
Well, the structure itself looks pretty good, Silverclaw. It just has a sort of like a very, very, very light moss sort of, growth on it.
Let's take a gander at the moss. I mean, instead of looking on the roof, I want to go to the other stone pillars that have some of the moss on them, and I want to kind of do a nature check. Is this like normal moss, or is this kind of like a magical moss?
No, it's just the same type of moss, like I was saying. It's the same type of moss that is on the 2 stones that are flanking you at the portal. So and you can see this area. It's sort of like mini golf grass. I mean, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful type of terrain. I mean, there's pine trees everywhere all around you. You can see that and it's not like the trees in the forest line is right up on this hunting lodge. I mean, it's sort of like in a clearing about 150 yards wide, sort of like a perfect spot cut out of the forest to create this lodge. And
the lodge well maintained.
It looks. I mean, it's definitely sturdy. Even though it has the moss on the roof. I mean, everything is it's made of stone, made of wood, has true glass windows, has shutters, so it's not like it's in the best shape that it's ever been, but it's not like you visiting previous locations. Sort of like...
Might we expect to find a caretaker?
Yeah, it's not like it's run down or anything. Absolutely not. It just looks like a regular lodging house. You think you might...
Share with us what you know about the hunting lodge.
Yeah, Tara. Why are you keeping stuff from us?
I did no such thing. Don't keep anything from you.
Hey, last time we had somebody in our party, they ended up being working for the freaking Dragon Queen. So
that's right.
Every woman we've ever had at the party betrayed us.
If I woke up there and I yell, "Hey, honey, I'm hungry," maybe you have something to be worried about. But otherwise, I could just tell you that.
And Kensha greets her. that would be crazy.
It was one woman, Tiberius. One woman. That's all we ever had in this group.
Well, here's the way. I mean, Tara, if you know anything else, go ahead and speak up. But here's the way I see it. There's a freaking giant nest on top of this. Let's pull it down. Let's take a look. Can anybody like levitate or anything to get up there? I know Zelos could probably do a mage hand or something, but I want to see what's in that nest. Anybody else curious, or is it just me?
Well, should we be more concerned about what's in the nest compared to what's in the hunting cabin waiting for us? That could be spying on us right now.
Yeah, I kind of want to walk up there and see if I hear anything, from the other side.
You can knock on my door and say, "Zelos, party of 5, have you got our rooms ready?"
Oh, jeez.
Oh yeah, let's not do that there. How many entrances? How many entrances are there? I mean, I see there's one.
You
right
can
in
see
front of
one.
us.
You can see one. I mean, you can scout the area if you'd like. I mean, there's nothing hampering you from scouting the area. It might be a wise choice to do something like that.
Yeah, let's do that. Hey, Krivgar, let's take a look around this thing.
You can see there are openings. Like I said, the wood kind of conforms. It's like a slough. You're in a slough cut out. You can see the trees to your front left there. You're sort of in like a pocket that was cut into the woods, and you can see to your left, which is to the left of the picture that you're looking, which would be to the west. You can actually see sort of like another slough cut into the woods. But, with the brush and everything, you really can't see what's in the slough, but you can also see one on the right as well.
Are we hearing any kind of noise while we're standing at the bottom of this hunting lodge? Am I hearing something up in that nest going peep, peep, peep?
Lots of birds chirping, and no, you don't. You don't hear anything coming from that nest. You definitely, it's definitely cold. It's probably about I would say about 60, 65 degrees. Coming from being in a 80 to 85, 90 degree muggy swamp, it's a big change. It's refreshing.
It's a crisp day.
Yeah, it is. It's a nice change. But now that you've been here for about 5-10 minutes talking with one another, now this feels so good to, oh shit, it's starting to get pretty cold, and we may need to try to warm up a little bit.
Well, lucky for me, I have a magic swimming hat, which again is absolutely worthless in this situation.
But it's not like you're freezing to death or anything. It's not like there's 3 feet of snow on the ground, or it's just a little bit chilly. Sorry to interrupt you there, Zelos.
Or the New England area.
I think we need to go to each of the 2 doors and do it and listen carefully and have a look at them. So
Zelos, it sounds like you're ready to go inside. So we saw these cutouts on the west and on the east, waiting for another cabin to be built. And then this one's sitting here in a special cutout that's almost perfectly fit for it. That just screams of magic to me, but it's a beautiful, beautiful little cabin. So I agree.
Well,
let's jump in.
Would you like to aim yourself downhill and just start walking? We'll get to the Sword Coast eventually. It's only 600-700 miles.
I'm ready to go inside. I'm ready for you guys.
Okay.
Let's go up to the main door. Now, do we want to knock and pretend like we're travelers, or we want to do this the sneaky route? What do you guys want to do?
Yeah. So as you guys are
listen first.
As you guys are starting to get closer to the lodge, you can see clearly on the left-hand side, sort of the same type of. So you see another portal, and this portal is shimmering, but a different color. And it seems like there's markings and runes, just like the one that was on yours.
Can I do another Arcana check?
Password.
Sure. Well, Krivgar and Silverclaw, you notice that right off the bat that the scripture that's written on the portal itself is in Draconic. But you can do detect magic. You can do all kinds of stuff. Well, the portal that you just came from, it talks about castle and caverns, basically. It basically talks about the west.
Well, if we ever need to go back, I think we found our way here, boys.
I would like to go back one day. Yes. So you think that's a way back, but we're going to need to know the password to get back. I doubt it's the same password.
I don't know. Stand on it. Give it a try.
No
see
way.
Where you go.
No way. Let me just see what I have
Why
in the way
not?
of spells. Because what happens if it teleports you not back to where we started? Let's say it teleports you, I don't know, in the middle of, some lizardman place. I don't know.
Hey, I can go back to making a living blackmailing people.
I was going to say there's no guarantee it's going to bring you back to where you need to be.
Dave, I'm going to go straight up to the door here. Yeah, just ignore these two and keep moving on to the door.
Okay. So you want to just kind of ignore everything else? You just want to barge in, or you don't want to scout anything else out, or?
I'm gonna walk up to the door and stand there for a minute or two, see if I hear anything.
Okay. Please feel free to give me a perception check, Silverclaw, as you kind of step quietly onto the stairs. Not going to make you do a stealth check, even though it would be with disadvantage.
Wait, didn't someone buy us a boon tonight?
Yes, actually, Pathfinder and Lord bought you guys a boon. So I will go ahead.
Lord.
I will go ahead and add the boon to the sheet right now.
Okay, so that's a 10 then.
So there you go. So you can thank Pathfinder and Lord for the boon.
Thank you.
They split the cost.
It wouldn't
Thanks,
be the first
guys.
time I've thanked the Lord for a boon, just FYI.
So as you also get closer, as you get closer to the lodge, Kadojo, you can hear a coming from the rooftop.
Oh, hell.
Is that a frog or a lizard? Here.
It's a dragon chick.
You can't tell what it is, but it sounds pretty large, and you can hear sort of like maybe a snapping beak or something.
If I look up, see if there's anything obvious.
You don't see any heads popping out. You don't see any white dragon. Nothing like that.
What are we hearing? Is there a dragonborn? Are we hearing a large bird, or are we hearing a small dragon up
So
there?
Zelos, Krivgar, Terra, and Tiberius, where are you guys at? As Silverclaw is up on the porch now, kind of with his
I
nubbed
better
up,
roll over to
burnt dragon ear, on the
roll over
door.
to where Silverclaw is, because God knows he's going to get himself into some problems, and we'll have to charge him up with health.
So everybody's going to. Okay. So as you guys are starting to, move towards the front of the lodge, off to the left, you can start to see some creatures mingling around out in the open area. Looks like they're just kind of patrolling around. It appears to be several very large, greenish type of monsters with long noses, and they have what appear to be very long, sharp claws. Now, I want everybody to give me a history check.
That sounds an awful lot like Dragonborn.
Everybody, give me a history check.
I'll give you a history check.
Also, with them, you can see that there are two of these. They are large. They are about 8 foot to 9 foot tall, and you also notice that there are 3 of these guard drakes with them. And everybody has already encountered the guard drakes before. Terra, you know what the guard drakes are. They actually look like this. And in fact, I'm going to go ahead and just let you guys see what these creatures look like too. So these are the 2 large creatures that you see. And these are the guard drakes that you see.
Very, very attractive. Very, very attractive people.
So a troll.
You notice that, yes. In fact, that is true, Silverclaw. You do notice that there are 2 trolls, and you also see that there are 3 guard drakes with them. You remember, several months back as you were in the caverns, you remember that the guard drakes were pretty formidable. But with your talent and expertise now, you think that they probably wouldn't be a match for you. Now, however, the trolls, you do know that the trolls are pretty vicious. You do know that trolls are pretty nasty.
Guys, let's do they see us, Dave?
They do not see you. So
Guys,
and this is as you guys are moving up towards moving up towards the lodge. Now, also on the right-hand side, you guys see another alcove and cut out into the forest. You see yet another portal, and you see 2 small wooden houses, sort of like large sheds or barns, over to the east.
Third portal?
So a third portal, correct? Yeah.
And
Just
does
wanna
this
make sure.
portal
And you
shimmering
don't
with
see what's behind the place. You don't see what's behind it. And yes, Tiberius, the portal is shimmering, and
So
they're
it's
all
like active,
shimmering
like
different colors. Yeah, correct. They're all shimmering different colors. No order. One shimmering a blue, one is shimmering of a red, and the color that you came out is shimmering of a green.
Hey guys, I say we get inside before we get ganked by trolls and lizards. Guard drakes. What do you think?
Sounds like a
But
plan.
I want to fight.
I don't think our dragon boyfriend over there is going to go for that idea.
He can
So
stay here and fight
it
him.
seems like the as everybody's walking up, you can see that the troll and the guard drakes, they look like they're going to the rear of the building. Looks like they were kind of checking out the tree line, the bush line that that has the opened area, which I said is probably about 100-150 yards across. And their trolls were just kind of guiding the guard drakes. They checked out the portal to the western portion of the clearing. There's a like I said, there's a red portal and a blue portal, whatever side you want. It don't matter to me. So. Green portal, you guys know. We'll say that the red portal's to the left, which is where the trolls are. The blue portal is to the right. That's on the eastern side.
Which is where the cabins are. Okay.
Correct. Mm-hmm. And then what's behind, as you see the two large trolls and the 3 guard drakes, they kind of disappear around the ass end of the hunting lodge. This is a rather large hunting lodge, too. It's actually really large.
Alright, so that's not good. If they're going in a back way.
I have this sneaky feeling that we may have to fight those things, though.
Yeah, I don't really feel comfortable
Hey, what's up,
with
Life is a
going in
Game?
there, all hell breaking loose,
Hello,
and all
hello.
of a sudden we've got them on our rear ends.
Well, we can knock on the door and pretend that we're selling something. I don't know.
Hello, I can babysitting services.
Well, if they're guarding something, we're definitely on the inside of the perimeter.
It didn't seem like they were really
That
guarding
might be an
anything in
advantage.
particular, Zelos. It just seems like they were kind of just wandering and patrolling. That's what it, at a first glance, that's what it actually looked like. So,
Well, let's listen at the door and see if we can hear anything, and then let's decide whether we want to play how we want to play this.
sure,
So,
Tiberius, give me a perception check. Let's see if you hear anything.
Ooh, me?
Yeah, I'll listen at I'll
Okay.
listen at the door.
All right, so
All right, here we
Tiberius
go.
has got his head up on the door.
I can't click my guy, so I'm gonna go old school.
You can't click your
My
This time?
thing there.
Really?
Yeah, that's okay though. All right, I got it rolled.
can now. Youthful Agent, thank you very much, Youthful Agent. I appreciate it. Thank you for the
Needed
follow,
a
Youthful.
15. Ha ha!
Can everybody oh wow, nobody can Alright. I don't know why it's
Okay.
doing this. Alright, so you can Silverclaw, you can.
There we go.
Zealous, you can too, so alright, there you go.
I can't click on one myself.
Alright, so Tiberius, it seems pretty quiet in there, although you do what appears maybe a couple pans clanking around. A couple metal pans possibly. Clink clank, clink clank.
I'll turn around and tell these guys, hey, Zelos, do you want to stealth your way in there or something? I hear something clanking around. Honestly, I think we should play this like we're strangers and just came across this hunting lodge.
So Terra,
Just
Krivgar,
open
and
the door and
Zelos,
walk right in?
where are you guys at? Where are you guys? I
Question?
mean, are you guys up on the? Is everybody up on the porch area, or is anybody standing watching the
I'm
flames?
standing
or-
behind Tiberius and Silverclaw on the steps.
Okay, so basically everybody's up on the steps in the porch area. Okay.
I said, well,
Yeah.
they might not realize that I betrayed the cult. If these are cultists in here, I could always try to bullshit my way in
Well,
here.
I mean,
Perfect.
you did not, going back to, the caverns under Castle Naratar, Terra, you guys never ran into anyone. And the only individuals that you ran into was Splattergoo, and we know how he ended up. You know, we know how he ended
His
up being
namesake.
dead. So
We splattered his